Therefore, brothers and sisters, we have an obligation. Ooh, we getting into this now. We have an obligation. But it is not to the flesh to live according to it. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the misdeeds of the body, you will live. For those who are led by the Spirit of God are the children of God. The Spirit you received does not make you slaves so that you live in fear again. Rather, the Spirit you received brought you adoption to sonship. And by him we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit himself testifies with our spirit that we are God's children. Now, if we are children, then we are heirs, heirs of God and co-heirs with Christ, if indeed we share in the suffering in order that we may also share in his glory. Do you see this? He says you are children of God and you got an obligation to what? To live as such. It says it says the Spirit testifies to who you are now, sons of God or ladies' daughters. So the woman who got forgiven in the presence of Jesus, she walked away a daughter of the Most High. You think she went back to slumming? I don't think so, baby. She had a new lease on life. She met death, but she walked away living because of Jesus, and there was a change in her. I promise you, she didn't go back to how she was, because anyone who has an encounter with Jesus and accepts his forgiveness, they can't be the same. There is a change that has come upon them, and they will live their life in honor of their King. Now watch this. They may mess up. I understand that. But just because we might slip, our God never does. He remains faithful. He remains true. So even though we should fall, he never will. He'll hold us up in that. He'll never let us go. Why? Because he's a good father. And that's what we need to start putting in our hearts. Because I swear to you, how you view a father is how you walk through life. You had a bad experience, everything else seems to transcend from that. But if you get a good relationship with your heavenly Father, regardless, I don't care what the earthly status was, but if you understand a God who loves you, who would give everything for you, who did give everything for you, you start seeing someone who values you beyond measure, and then you can start reciprocating. Remember, we love him because he first loved us, but we got to let that love penetrate in our hearts, that we might raise our expectations and our standards, and we might walk obligated to do what? To be bold and courageous in this life. To dare proclaim that we are not just sinners saved by grace. We have been saved by grace. I'm a new identity. I ain't what the mirror says I am. I ain't what you think I am. I ain't what other people witness I am. I am exactly who God says I am. And when he says I'm justified, baby, I'm justified. Ain't no argument about it. That's why you could hold other people to a level of grace, because you know you've accepted it yourself. You ain't got to get so down hard on people, because you know that when they meet Jesus, everything about to change. Because he did it for you, and he'll do it for any and all who would dare allow him to. And this is what I want to bring to you today, because this obligation, it's not just an obligation, it's a privilege to walk different. The woman that came in at the feet of Jesus had her head held. She was on her deathbed. She thought that was it. I'm done. The woman that left, I'm talking head up, shoulders square, back straight. She was a new woman. The old was dead and gone. She ain't going back to that, because that one about killed her.